Okay, and we are back with another episode of Undertale. In the last episode, we went through halfway through Hotlands. We faced up on Buffett and well, defeated her. We spared her, and we're moving on. And this episode, we're going to reach the core, and we'll be heading up to the final stages of the game. I'm on my own again because I forgot to record my mates from online, so this is another commentary on my own. Hopefully, as well, in part 5, I'll get some people are with me, but for now, as Flowey said, I guess little old me will have to do. So, let's begin. So, make sure first dance are okay. We're not fighting Muffin again, because as you remember, I went back and saved, because, there wasn't a save point, so we're just gonna walk past Muffin like it was nothing. Alright. Keep heading right. And this cutscene, so if you're cringe a lot, I recommend you look away. This cutscene does make me cringe too much. Yes, I was quiet whilst I watched that, but without losing my voice, if I had a webcam, you saw me have my face in my hands, like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? Also, I realized my game now is called Undertale the Musical. I just realized that now. So saying of the dungeon, well, toodles. And off we go. I like how the name changed to Undertale the Musical. I just realized that. What else shall I do? So if you remember the puzzle that the Paros is going through, see, there are the rules. Get through in 30 seconds. These firewalls. I will tell you now, you don't have to worry about beating this. FYI, if you don't beat it, it's fine. You don't have to beat it, basically. As you can see, I'm already stuck. See? I'm already stuck, look. So it's fine if you don't get it. See? So you think you're gonna die. Robotic cough. Psych! Forward again, my office. Do you forget the green tiles do? Better fight a monster, well done, it's me. Spare. And Alphys is ringing on my phone. Last thing I saw on your phone, then you say yellow button, go to this phone's act menu, press it. So go to act menu, hit yellow. And we are now we're upside down yellow. And basically, when you're upside down and you're yellow, you shoot shit out. So it's not, I shoot pellets. So that's the new color gimmick of this level. So you beat him. All thanks to you. Can I tell you something? As long as I feel like a total screw up, like I can do anything without ending up letting anyone down. I feel a lot better myself, so thanks for letting me helping you. Anyways, we almost at the core. It's just past Metatron Resort. Let's come finish this. So we're gonna be heading to the core, so that's gonna be fun. So yeah, you know I expect us to beat that puzzle. That puzzle just sucks ass. I think there's an elevator to the right of here. I think. Yep, R3. If you want to know, you want to go up. And for story plot, I recommend you go to all the sands. I heard you go into the core. How about grabbing some dinner with me first? Say yes. Great, thanks to treat me. Over here, I know a shortcut. Well, here we are. So, your journey's almost over, huh? Must really want to go home. I know the feeling, but no. Though, maybe sometimes it's better. Speak English. Maybe sometimes it's better to take what's given to you. Down here, we got food, drink, friends. That's what we have to do. Is what we have to do really worth it? Ah, forget it. I'm rooting for you, kid. Hey, let me tell you a story. So, I'm a sentry in Stone Forest, right? I sit down there and watch for humans. It's kind of boring. Fortunately, deep in the forest, there's this huge locked door. That's perfect passing knock-knock jokes. So one day, I'm knocking them out like usual. I knock on the door and say knock-knock, and suddenly from the other side, I hear a woman's voice. Who's there? He's obviously talking about Toriel, because as you remember, we left that big door, and it seems like Sans and Toriel know each other, but they've never seen each other, so naturally I respond, dishes. Dish Sue? Dish is a very bad joke. And then she just howls with laughter. If you didn't know, in the ruins, I didn't check this out, there's a book that has a bunch of jokes. That's why. Because, obviously, Toriel and Sans are knocking jokes in the door. Like it's the best jokes she heard in 100 years. So I keep coming, and she keeps laughing. She's the best I've ever had. Then, after a dozen of them, she knocks and says, knock knock. I see who's there. Old lady. Old lady who? Oh, I did not know you can yodel. Wow. Needless to say, this one was extremely good at making bad jokes. We keep telling each other jokes for hours. Eventually I had to leave. My eyes gets kinda cranky without its bedtime story. But she told me to come by again, and so I did. I did it again, and again. It's a thing now. Telling bad jokes through the door. It rules. One day though, I noticed she wasn't laughing very much. I asked her what's up. Then she told me something strange. If a human ever comes through this door, could you please promise me something? Watch over them and protect them, will you not? So obviously I like Toriel. Now, I hate making promises. And this woman, I didn't even know her name. But someone who sincerely likes bad jokes, has integrity you can't say no to. You get what I'm saying? So, basically what happens here, because obviously, the monsters are trying to kill Frisk to get their soul. And what Sans is going to say is quite important. That promise I made to her, you know what would have happened if she hadn't said anything? You'd be dead where you stand. So basically, if Toriel didn't say, don't hurt the human, Sans would have killed the human and taken his soul. So, call yourself lucky about Toriel in the first place. Hey, lighten up, bucko. I'm just joking with you. Besides, haven't I done a great job protecting you? He definitely has. I mean, look at yourself. You haven't died a single time. Another key thing to his power. That's right, isn't it? Well, chalk up to my great skills. Because remember, Sans got powers too. So I think I'm gonna go with powers now, I think. So take care of yourself, kid, because someone really cares about you. So Sans is not normal. Sans, he's the one that had all the science books, and he was the one that learnt off them and learnt what their properties were. So that's the reason why he can A, teleport, B, know about us because he knows about termination. And it also links to another point when we go to the real true pacifist, which we'll go into later. But for now I'm going to save. The relaxing atmosphere's hotel refers to termination, so we'll save there. Do 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 do. We're not going to buy anything here because there is something that really won't help against Metaton, but it's really unuseful if you're playing pacifist. So what I'm going to do, I'll take these cinnamon bunnies. I'm just going to eat them. Who needs them? Why who needs them? Because we're going to come over here to the right hand side. And here's Callie and Brighty. You can buy junk food off him. Junk food heals 17 HP. And bear in mind, we only have 20. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill up on it. Literally, I'm just going to, pop up my cell phone, get my dimensional box. Also, you can move the monster candy, so I don't need that. I'm going to save the butterscotch pie and the snow one piece because they're for two different things. Boosh, 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 boosh. This is what I'm going to spend money on. I'm just going to spend money on junk food because junk food in Pacifist is super useful. Let's go back to the dimensional box. Fill that with it. Item, dimensional box, B. And then we're gonna buy more. Okay, I have enough room for 2 more. Exit. Dimensional box B. So that's all I have. I'm gonna save these and just have my inventory full of junk food. There you go. There's a reason why I'm saving the butterscotch pie. Also, this thing's really fucking creepy. It's just a fucking hand. 200 a room. I don't have any money. But, you know. But here we are. We're now in the core, and what the fuck's that? Nobody's supposed to be here. Can't roll it now. But anyways, we're heading to the core. So Alpha saying to the elevator, elevator's jammed. Well, go right and keep heading up. Actually, go left. Because she's lying to you. Right, I'll take you anyways, go left. You have to find something, but left's the actual proper way. Magic, what you want to do, you want to stare at each orb. So, stare at chase the orb. Stare at the other orb. Oh fuck, not clear mind. That was my fault. Ouch, you prick. Stare at the corner orb, there you go. Do do do. I'm gonna spare that. That was close. No problem, I'll keep moving forward. I think Alphys is trying to tell us something. We'll see later. There's a card machine here at the switch, but those lasers will activate when you do. Looks like they'll come into this corridor. Orange, orange, blue. Got it? Move around to the third one. It's not orange, orange, blue. I believe it's blue, blue, orange. So she's so backwards, so be warned. Right. So she's gonna say head right, you go right. Then she goes wait, head up. Nope, keep heading right. Right, these lasers. You can't move during blue lasers, so she's gonna turn them off. There you go. We walk across. Then she rings. Stop. So when she turns the power off, you want to move, and then when she starts flickering back on, you want to stop. like so. Boom. We're gonna head up. There's save point. Have to go. So Office won't bother us anymore. So we had to pay, we gotta fight some mobs. So first we have a Whimsalot and our final Frogget. So Whimsalot, I believe he wants to console or pray. Pray and grab the greens. That's him done. Final Frogget, you don't want to do that. Final Frogget, you want to mystify. And that should do it. There you go. Good, keep walking forward. There anyway. Got a magic. Mercenaries emerge from the shadows. We've got a magic and a night knight. Magic, we'll go for magic first. We've got a stare at the chaser orb and the corner orb. Beware, these attacks are quite difficult. Ouch. Stare at the corner orb. See, they are quite difficult. And spare. Now for Night Knight, you want to just hum, I believe. Yeah, sing. Just sing 3 times and then we'll go to sleep and then you win. So, sing again. Oh, there you go, he's done. And spare. Wait, last one, last few. Got an Astigmatism, a Whimsalot, and a Final Frogget. So, Final Frogget, want to mystify. For Whimsalot, you want to pray. Grab the green. And then for this Astigmatism, you want to not pick on. For some reason, every other Astigmatism wants you to pick on them because they're bullies, which makes sense. But this one Astigmatism wants you to not pick on, which is kind of strange. So you spare anyways. You want to flick that switch. Now we're gonna head down and right, I believe. Down again. Yeah, right here. Should be a long hallway. See, another Astigmatism. Like, pick on. Pick on me. Like, he's a bully, so he wants to be picked on. Ouch. See? So one Astigmatism up on the surface don't want to be bullied on. I don't know why. But here we go. We can now save and we're behind the next major boss. We meet Mettaton once again. There you are, darling. It's time for malfunctioning robot, not malfunctioning. This source of big show in act. Alpha's been playing full time. So she decides to insert herself through the story. All she could say from the name didn't exist. We're person, that she's not. First hour. During our battle, she interrupts. She pretends Japanese saying going full time. I've decided to harm humans, far from it, actually. That plot twist. The fire will drive you wild. Okay. So you're back to yellow again, so you just think, oh, you can just shoot him again, right? Doesn't work. Earth is peace, you won't work on me, darling. Do you not understand what acting is? Burn. I seen you fight, you're weak, who's a pacifist. You have to keep sparing for now. There you go, boom. Just keep sparing, then touch the attacks. You want to hit the yellow box, and there's a bomb there. Boosh. Hit the bomb and explode, so be careful. Then you get a phone call. I can't see what's going on, but don't give up. There's a way. It's to do this. Face forward, so we can turn around. So we have to turn around. We just have to turn around, and we flip the switch. We think we've won.
Oh, yes.
But we haven't. God damn it. I'll give you a handsome reward. I'll make your last living moments absolutely beautiful. Metaton X. We want to do siege ratings. If you pose or heal turn, it will to make his ratings go up. You want his ratings to reach 10,000. So Justice 100 points. So you basically just want his ratings to go up to 10,000. Killer thinks they should have fought you. So pose. The more you pose, you get 100 points. So you might as well just pose. Yeah, you have to get his range 10,000. Once you do that, then the fight will end. Pose. Smile for the camera. Oh fuck, that was bad. Violence. Dun, 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 dun. Pose. I have a pop quiz. I hope you bought a keyboard. Easy essay question. So what is the most about Metaton? Legs is the correct answer. So yeah, the correct answer is legs. Legs give you the most points. What you want to do for the when it comes to the soul part is keep hitting the soul with your shooting pistol, basically. Yeah. You guys range of 5,000. We got up to 10,000. Yeah. Sorry if I'm going quiet. This music's a banger. Close again. How are you on the dance floor? So I just want to do. So when you see a white bar like that, hit the thing. Switch. Close again. Keep up the pace. See the white one, just click. And now. Close again. White car bombs. Those white bricks you can't shoot. So. There's a race moving up. Let's keep attacking the dodging. Time for a union day break. Happy break time! Yeah! Regards says how about the heart to heart. Like I said, just obviously focus on dodging, but you want to break down the heart as fast as you can. Like that. Boosh. And his arms will come off. Pose. Please arms. Okay, recording. When it's recording, it's gonna rewind like that. And you want to remember what you did. It's difficult. Also, if you eat junk food from him, it will minus your rating. So, it will minus your rating if you eat junk food in front of him, but it's okay. Didn't even need it. Get wrecked. How am I doing this? Good Christ. Or do you want to believe in yourself that much? So, right now we're getting close to 9,000. I mean 8,000, sorry. Me and you, but I think we both already know who's going to win. When it's true power of humanity star. It was 700. His legs are gone. Spin his heart. Dodge the laser and keep hitting his heart. So Vance gives more ratings apparently, I don't know why. Pose. See, everything's doing more now, so we're getting close. Heal again. I'll do this again. 9,400. Pose again. We're almost out of that. Boosh, 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 boosh. It's recording, so whip, 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 whip. Nice. And we're at 10,000. Like I said, once you reach 10,000 rating, that's when you know you won the fight. The viewer calling milestone. Let's see who calls in first. I'll let you guys practice on your own. Because his original plan was to go up to the surface and explore more, but it seems as if everybody wants him to stay. There you go. Humans already love stars and idols, but monsters they don't. They only have him. Like humans have models every single day. He's the only model of the whole underground. So if he leaves, that's it. So let's get past Asgore. I'm sure to protect humanity. It's all for the best anyway. Form's energy consumption is inefficient. In a few moments I'll run out of battery power. So yeah. As you can see, Metaton should be just there. There we go. Alphas will finally come in. Thank God, it's just the batteries. Why is it going ahead? And this is where the sad truth comes in. So, sorry about that. Let's keep going. Notice how she's stuttering and being nervous. So you're about to meet Asgore, huh? You must be pretty excited about that. You finally get to go home. Go in the elevator. I can't taste anymore. I lied to you. A human soul isn't strong enough to cross the barrier alone. It takes at least a human soul and a monster soul. If you want to go home, you'll have to take his soul. You'll have to kill Asgore. I'm sorry. So basically, pause my game. Basically now we have a choice to make, and it's going to explain more when we meet another player. But basically we've been lied to. We can't just get there. We can't just tell Asgore, hey, I want to go past the barrier. And he'll go, yeah, sure, and he'll boot off. We actually have to kill him to actually absorb his soul and leave. It's also going to explain a lot of the plot too, so what I'll do is I'll get to them. This is a long elevator, it takes a while, so I'm going to talk. It's going to give us a lot of story now, so I'll go through the story, but I'm not going to fight Asgore in this episode. Because we're literally only 20 minutes in already. So I'm going to go through the door. And now we're in a place called New Home. Or Castle Elevator. This place is called New Home. You can't take the elevator if you're curious, just want to keep going. And this is where the game gets really plot heavy. Because it explains on why the war started and before the events of the war, and why the war actually started between monsters and humans. And why the barrier exists. So here we are in New Home. New Home looks exactly like Toriel's house, if you're curious. But you see, we go in this room and we get monsters giving us the lore. A long time ago, a human fell into the ruins. Injured by its fall, the human called out for help. You took the key and put it on your keychain. Get out. Asriel, the king's son, heard the human's call. He brought the human back to the castle. Over time, Asriel and the human became like siblings. The king and queen treated the human child as their own. The underground was full of hope. So, the king and queen and his son, or the prince, had, of the underground found a human child. And this human child, it cannot be us, right? Because there's only one king now. So it can't be us. It has to be somebody else. But more on that later. Then, one day, the human became very ill. The sick human had only one request: to see the flowers from their village. But there was nothing we could do, because there's no way they can leave. The monsters are too weak. The next day, the human died. So obviously this human isn't us, because this human had died. Asriel, racked with grief, absorbed the human soul. He transformed into a being with incredible power, linking back to the tabloids. With the human soul, Asriel crossed up through the barrier. He carried the human's body into the sunset, back to the village of the humans. So Asriel brought the human back to the surface. Asriel reached the center of the village. There, he found a bed of golden flowers. He carried the human onto it. Suddenly, screams rang out. The villagers saw Asriel holding the human's body. They thought that he had killed the child, so they mistaked Asriel, thinking that he killed this character. The humans attacked everything where they had. He was struck with blow after blow. Asriel had the power to destroy them all. He did. He could have wiped them all out, but he didn't fight back. Like I say, clutching the human, Asriel smiled and walked away. Wounded, Asriel stumbled home. He entered the castle and collapsed. His dust spread across the garden. As you all know from monsters, when they die they turn to dust, so basically Asriel died as soon as he got home. The kingdom fell into despair. The king and queen had lost 2 children in one night. Humans had once again taken everything from us. The king decided it was time to end our suffering. Every human who falls down here must die. With enough souls, we can shatter the barrier forever. And he's already killed 6 of them. It's not long now. King Asgore will let us go, give us hope, and save us all. You should be smiling too. Aren't you excited? Aren't you happy? You are going to be free. Now obviously, we know that we're not going to be happy because we are the thing that stops Asgore and all of the monsters coming to the surface. But as we walk down this corridor, we meet another character. So as we keep going down, here's Sans. So, like I said, Sans is not normal. and he's going to explain to us some stuff. So you finally made it. The end of your journey is at hand. In a few moments, you'll meet the king. Together, you will determine the future of this world. That's then. Now, you'll be judged. You'll be judged for every action, for every EXP you have earned. What's EXP? It's an acronym. It stands for execution points. Not experience points, execution points. A way of quantifying the pain you've inflicted on others. When you kill someone, your execution points increases. When you have enough execution points, your level of violence increases. Love is in capital. Level of violence. A way of measuring someone's capacity to hurt. The more you kill, the easier it becomes to distance yourself. The more you distance yourself, the less you will hurt. The more easily you can bring yourself to hurt others. But you never gained any love in capitals, acronym. Of course, that doesn't mean you're completely innocent or naive. I want to know, depending on what your level is, he will say different dialogue, up to level 19, but we'll... But if you want to be at level 1, that's the best dialogue. This that you kept a certain tenderness in your heart. No matter the struggle or hardship you faced, you strive to do the right thing. You refused to hurt anyone. Even when you ran away, you did it with a smile. You never gained love, but you gained love. Does that make sense? Maybe not. Now, you're about to face the greatest challenge of your entire journey. Your actions here will determine the fate of the entire world. If you refuse to fight, Asgore will take your soul and destroy humanity. But if you kill Asgore and go home, monsters remain trapped in the underground. What will you do? Well, if I were you, I would have thrown in the towel by now. He would have given up, basically. But you didn't get this far by giving up, didn't you? That's right. You have something called determination. He knows you succeed. So as long as you hold on, so as long as you do what's in your heart, I believe you can do the right thing. Alright. We'll count on you, kid. Good luck. So, we have a choice to make. We could either kill ourselves to give to Asgore to let the monsters roam back on the surface and take over humanity, or we can strike down Asgore, take his monster soul, and cross the barrier and go home. It's very sad. But before, so here, if I go to this save point, this is the save point before the end game, so we're not gonna go here yet. There's one more thing I'm gonna show you before I end this episode. If we go down here, we get this room with different hearts in it. It's a coffin. It's a coffin. There's a name engraved on it. Kara. It's empty. So Asgore is gonna. I'm presuming that's our deathbed being waited for. But like I said, I'm not gonna record it now. I think for now is where I'm going to end because I think that's a bit of too much story plot. So this is where I'm going to end episode 4. If you've liked what you've seen, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will be posting more Undertale videos soon. I did post on my 3rd episode about Lyric Breakdown. I'm very sorry for that, but YouTube's copyright system is a piece of shit. So, as much as I'd love to do it, I'm very sorry for you guys. I'll try to work a replace around for it, but you just gotta get used to sometimes, isn't it? So, next episode we'll be going to fight Asgore and seeing what happens, the fate of the monsters or the humans. But as for now, it's been Blue Morpho, and signing out. Peace.